Hey, how you doing, everybody? So, I'm speaking of EDC and EDC gear that you would have with you. Now, the reason why I have so much jumbled stuff here is I'm trying to represent and show as if you were going to kind of like different EDC ideas for different walks of life. If you're doing it, if you're in a gonna be dressed in a shirt and tie, or dress pants and a dress shirt, or jeans, or if you work on trucks and a mechanic, or delivering and stuff like that, or you work in an office, there's gonna be different types of pens, pencils, all that fun stuff that you would have. And also, when you're not at work, the stuff that you would carry differently than when you are. So everything, of course, will change. And this is what my discussion is mostly about, is changing up your EDC for different occasions, I guess you would say. Like if you're going to an occasion where you're going to have a shirt and tie, and most of the time you wear jeans, you're going to have something different. So, of course, this is more along the lines of, you know, kind of different ways of having your EDC. So we're gonna talk about that, the different ways you can carry it and different stuff you can carry it. Trying to broaden the horizons of the EDC videos and do different stuff, since I know everybody loves the EDC videos so much. So I figured we get a different aspect, as I found something else right there. Different aspect on what you would carry and how you would carry it and why. But before we get into all that discussion, and you've probably seen a few of these things a few times in the videos, of course, go to the comments down below, say what's up, hit that thumbs up over here, then come over here, hit that subscribe, hit it again so the two pieces come up on top. This way you are subscribed to the videos. When the videos come out, you will know, you will be aware, and you will be able to see them because you want to see them, and it will be there for you. So now, as far as notebooks and stuff like that, you see me carry little journals, little notepads. I actually have one here, I think. Let me take this out and not knock stuff over if I can. I think I have one over here too, though, but let me see. I have my papers and stuff in an array over here and all over the place, so I most likely have one of my little notepads over here. I do have big yellow legal pads, and then I have the little ones. So, I actually have it over here. Well, I got a little 5-star notebook. So, got a little 5-star notebook that you saw in my Lego little bag thing. You know, the little yellow legal pads and the big legal pads. I like the big ones to write. Now, if you're just at work, you work in a garage or something like that, or delivery or something, and you just want a nice, simple, good pen, this is a pretty good pen. It is also good for office work. If you're doing office, it's a really cool all around pen. This is an all walks of life, everything type of pen. Now, even if you are delivering stuff like that, but you want something a little bit better, a little bit cooler looking, you could go with the Parker Jotter right here. This is a Jotter with a little bit of design in it. It is the black and silver kind of classic. They have it in many different colors. Most of the time it's plastic on the bottom. This one is a metal on the bottom. So it's a little bit more pricier. It's got that really good click. And of course you can open it up and put the Parker refills in it. I do have a Fisher Space Pen, if you've seen in my EDCs. And I'm going to be doing an EDC update soon, being that the colder weather is coming. So of course stuff is going to change a little bit. So as far as pens go, and of course, like always, because it comes in useful so many ways, to have a Sharpie with you in your bag. And then, if you want to be a little more elegant or a little bit more professional looking, you could go with something like the Cross Pen. That could be another EDC pen. I really like the way this pen writes and the way it feels. It's a heavy, bigger pen. I have larger hands, so of course, this fits in the hands well. And as you can see, if you want to go with a different type of pen, as you see my Five Below video, it is a calligraphy or fountain pen. So that is a different style of pen you could have with you. That's really cool to pull out, and it makes a great conversational piece. Then we have this pen I showed the other day. It's a Five Below one. It's a pen, screwdriver, level, and the whole nine. If you have use for that type of stuff. So, it'd be something more like that. I'm going to save the knife for the last one. And we also have a silver cross pen. If you want something that's kind of a different type of elegant than the, than the flat black. That's what I like about this. Kind of a flat black. This one is kind of a, it's a shiny chrome silver. It's got a little bit of slickness to it. This one's got a much rougher exterior paint job, I guess you would say on it. So that would be like that. Now the flashlight. Personally, they have those little tiny ones. I haven't had one. I used to have one. I think this would be perfect for either setting, business or regular. It has the low carry pocket clip. You could put it in your bag, in your pocket, waistband, whatever you want. And this would be really nice to have around you. That's something that would go to either walk of life or either style of the way you dress and do stuff for that. Now, if you're working, you need something a little bit more durable, has kind of a pummel on it. You can bang it down, stuff like that. You could go with something more like this, and that has the focus. Oh, it doesn't have the focus. I'm sorry, it doesn't have the focus. So you could go something more like this. It does have kind of a deeper pocket clip, but this is more if you're wearing jeans or something that would fit in there. Especially if you're working on stuff and you need something to really have a grasp on, that would be perfect. But, if you have your jeans or something like that. Coast, my little Coast flashlight, that is cool too. I love this light. This is my favorite all the time carry light, of course. And I've used it all the time. But this still is one of my favorites. I really like this one. The Coast flashlight. It's just been a really nice, cool, durable light. This one can be for either or. It's a little more bulky, so if you're dressed in shirt and tie and stuff like that, it's going to be a little harder to have with you and carry. The clip does circle around on all of them, actually. So if you need that, you got a little bit of the red light, the little red thing around there. You got the little Coast symbol on there. The rubbers hold its own, pretty much. This one I haven't had as long. You can see the video of me unboxing this one. The rubber is getting a little soft and a little worn out, but still there. Now, another thing you might want to carry is a multi-tool. This one I don't have the sheath for anymore. It's quite old. It's one of the original Leathermans. But I do have it in my little pouch that I bring with me to work and about and stuff like that. So it's just a multi-tool. And it is a functional multi-tool. It's quite big. And quite heavy. So if you're working on stuff, things like that, and you need something that is going to be right there. This I would carry more at home than I would at an office or something like that. In an office setting, I would carry something maybe a little more smaller, more exclusive. You're not going to see it as much. And it's still, if you have to fix a little something there, you would have something like that. Now, the one I really enjoy carrying a lot, and I use, and if I'm doing something around the house, on the car, yard work, putting up stuff, hanging stuff, I'm going to go for the Schrade Tough Tool here. This one is one of my favorites. The ergonomics on it is amazing. And this is something too, as well, as you can see from the sheath, you can carry it with you at an everyday type of thing. So that concludes for the multi-tools. Now, for the knives. This could be either or. It's got a very thin profile, very slender. It's a little heavy, but it's something that could be either or. It does have a more tactical look to it. So if you're not going to take it out in a setting where people are going to be, oh my god, look what he has. This would be good. Kind of like, you're doing like hiking, stuff like that. More something like that. This kind of still fits the purpose of that knife, but looks a little more refined. Kind of a gentleman's knife, I guess you would say. It's a Kershaw. As you can see, I like this knife a lot. It's got a great look to it, great design. It has a liner lock. So you could just, That's a more elegant, more gentleman type looking knife, I guess you would say, but it's still a little bulky. This would be for either or. This is another one, kind of either or. This one would only be either or if it was going to be kept away and not used constantly. So I wouldn't say exactly as a business setting. Now this is a little pocket knife. This is not going to turn heads. People are going to, what the heck is that? Why you got that? They're not. This is kind of similar to the style that your grandfather carried and your father, if you're older. So it's got just the two pen blades right there. It's not like, oh my god, look at that giant freaking knife he has. Nope. It's a slip joint. Not bad at all. Now, if you want something a little bit, this is not quite as bad as the other ones. It's still kind of thin, kind of small. It's got the liner lock. It does have the speed opening, so you can flick it open. Make sure you check your state's laws before you take something like this out. Kind of a low pocket clip. This one also has a pocket clip. So does this one. This one does not. This is just a regular pocket knife. It kind of has a low ride pocket clip. This could be an either or setting, kind of. It's not that drastic looking or crazy looking. Now, if you want the ultimate knife and pocket tool, I swear by these. I did a whole video about Victorinox. So if you want to check out all the tools on there, you can check that out. You can put this smart key, and that could just hang in your pockets, on your waist or whatever. On your keys even, if you have the little S-beaner like I do. That is a knife that you could take out. People have probably seen these 100 times. Most people are familiar with Victorinox. They're not going to freak out when they see something that small. It's not ginormous and kind of scary looking, I guess, in some people's eyes. Now, if you're more of an outdoors person, you do work on stuff and you're out and about and stuff, you might want to carry something like this that's a fixed blade. Again, check your state, make sure you can. So there you have kind of a little fixed blade type of thing. I want to do more with this and kind of fix it up a little bit. It's a little, not so good there and stuff like that. I want to work with this one, though, definitely. So that's more along the lines when you're thinking about what type of tools and knives. I mean, these are the basic thing: knife, flashlight, pen, and multi-tool that you would carry when you're doing EDC type of stuff, where you need something to have with you to take care of stuff. That's more along the lines of stuff that you would have with you, if anything. So remember to think about what area you're going to be taking it out in, what type of scenario you're going to be taking out, and I guess you would say more what you're going to be doing with it. Make sure it fits those criterias. Make sure where you're taking it out, people aren't going to be like, oh. So make sure you take that into thought when you're considering what you will do with it, okay? Or what you want to carry. And take all those things. I mean, a flashlight, you just have to think of the streamlined sense of it. The pen, maybe a little bit to the design of it, is according to what atmosphere you're in. The flashlight's more a kind of all-around thing, so you don't have to worry that much about it. But I think more the knives and multi-tools are something that you have to really pay attention to. But think all those out and how you're going to use it, what you need it for, and examine some stuff. Check some stuff out, see what you like better than others, and go with that. EDC is about everyday carry, but is about what the tools that are going to be used by you for you most effectively. So please remember that when you're picking them out. If you want to leave a comment below and ask a question or whatever, please feel free to. I really enjoy it when people make comments. So please go down there and leave some comments and suggestions, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a great day.